Yo, what's going on, boys? Today I'm going to be making a tier list for all the cards in Clash Royale, so if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And just to let you guys know, Evil Bomber and Evil Wallbreakers are pretty new, so they're not in the list yet, but I'm going to be putting the normal cards as like the Evo, if that makes sense. I'm just going to replace them for like the Evo, but anyways, I've got 6 tiers. The first one is delete ASAP for all the super broken cards, and then the classic S to F. Well, not really F, I replaced it for buff ASAP, but anyways, Archer Queen, the first one, is going to be an A. Pretty broken, but not like that good in the meta because it's getting super suppressed by the meta right now, and there's no reason for people to play it over the LP. But anyways, Evo Archer is definitely going to be as super popular, super broken because it's an Evo as well. Normal Archers, though, I would put it at B because it's not that good. Arrow's super broken. I've been saying this for so long because, well, first off, it does way too much damage for a small spell. It's supposed to be a small spell, but it does like almost like 180 damage or something. And then the radius is also huge. I feel like the radius needs a nerf or something, but let me know in the comments if you guys think the same. I'm definitely not biased though, I'm pretty sure, but gonna go for a baby dragon on B tier. Pretty annoying card, but not that good on itself. Could be annoying in like splash shirt and stuff. Balloon on its own, not that good. I'm gonna put it on D. Maybe C. Nah, I'll just put it on D, whatever. Yeah, Balloon, pretty bad. Bandit, gonna put it at C. Bridge spam cards are pretty dead, so they're always gonna be at C or D. Okay, Barbarrel, it's a small spell and it's really good, so I'm gonna put it at A. Barbhut, well, that one kind of doesn't need an explanation. I haven't faced a Barbhut since like 1946, and I don't even know how you would buff it, to be honest. They tried buffing it once, but I don't know, the meta always ends up like suppressing it. Gonna put the Evil Barbs at A. They're kind of getting cooked by the meta right now as well because of minor poison decks, so you don't really have a reason to play Evil Barbs over the Evil Knight. But yeah, in the middle of S and A, if that makes sense. But I'll put it in A. Normal Barbs, though, I'll put them in B. They're still pretty good, but I'll put them in B. Bats Evo, definitely going to be S. Super broken Evo. Even normal bats are pretty annoying, but I'm going to put them on A because they're not as annoying as Evo bats. Okay, Healer, definitely going to put it at D. It's not that good as a card itself. But in Golem decks and like E-Golem decks, it's super annoying. But no Eagle decks run healer anymore. They all run like Skelly King and like Evo Bats and stuff. Bataram also at 4, no explanation needed. Okay, Bomber, I'm going to put it as Evil Bomber, and that card is so broken. You can get like a whole tower down in like 5 seconds. Just delete it ASAP. I'm just joking, but yeah, it needs a fat nerf, and I'm just going to go for a S on the bomb tower. I think it's the best defensive building in the entire game. It's been like that for like a while now, so I'm going to put it in S. Bowler, oh, definitely delete ASAP. It's a magic archer that deals like 500 damage a shot. Like either nerf the radius, or not the radius, the range, or nerf the damage. Cannon, I guess I'll put it on B. Actually, no, it's C. Cannon's pretty bad on its own, so I'm going to put it on C. I haven't faced a cannon this entire month, actually, now that I think about it. Gonna put the cannon card on B. Could be an A too, like it's like a mix of A and B, but I'll put it on B. Gonna move the clone up to D, because how would you even buff the clone? Like, it's impossible to buff that card. Let me know if you guys have any idea on how to buff the clone, but anyways, I'm gonna go for C on the Dark Prince. Pretty good card, but not as good as, like, any other drill counters, I don't think. Okay, Dark Goblin A, no explanation needed, and Earthquake gonna be a C. Actually, let me put it on B, because it's not as good as Fireball or, like, Poison, but it's pretty nice to have in, like, a Hog deck or, like, Pig's deck. Okay, E-Drag, C maybe? Yeah, I think C's, actually, no, let me move it down to D. Alright, E-Giant's a tough one. I'm gonna put it in C because it's not that good in the meta. It's actually really bad in the meta right now, but the last few seasons, it's been so broken that some guy with no finishes finished top 9 last season, and then the season before, some guy with no finishes finished top 3, so yeah, it's just kind of handing out boosted finishes. And Electro Spirit, I don't need to explain, best spirit of all time, and yeah, definitely gonna go in S. Super broken. Let me know if you guys think the same too. Electro Wizard, gonna be on C, not that good as a card itself. E-Barbs are super underrated. They've been broken for like a while, but I don't know, they always kind of get suppressed by the meta, to be honest, but they're super broken. Pump, I want to either put it on S or delete ASAP. It's like really broken, it's one of those two, but maybe I'll put it in S. I'll just kind of leave it in S for now. Anyways, Eagle, I'm gonna be a D. I don't want to put it in buff because I actually don't want them to buff it. It's such an annoying card, but it's pretty bad on its own, so I'll just put it down there. Executioner, like, it gets okay value in this meta. Not too bad, but not too good either. I'm going to put it on B. Fireball, definitely going to be an S. Like, majority of the spells, like big spells, are going to be S because they're super good. Evil Firecracker, one of the worst Evos, so I'm going to put it at A, but I think normal Firecracker going to be on a B. Okay, just going to put the Fire Spirit on B as well. Not as good as the what do you call it, the Electro Spirit, but still a pretty good spirit. I feel like third best spirit, I think, because I know that Ice Spirit's also going to be S. Okay, Fisherman definitely going to be like A for sure. If not A, then S, because it's such a broken card with like a really good mechanic. You can just kind of yank stuff away, activate King Tower and stuff. Anyways, Flying Machine's such an annoying card. Gonna put it at B for now because the meta's cooking it, but yeah, super annoying card. Freeze, almost want to put it in buff ASAP, but I'm not gonna put it in there. How would you even buff the freeze though? I don't know, maybe the damage? I don't know. Giant gonna be a C because no explanation needed. Giant's not that broken. They recently just buffed it and the user rate's still kind of bad. So actually no, Giant Graveyard's pretty popular, but Giant on its own, pretty bad. Giant Skelly, I'm gonna put it on A. Super broken card, but no one's playing it for some reason. I feel like it's just like too heavy for the meta because Double Evo came out, and yeah, for Double Evo you kind of need like fast cycle decks to cycle back to both. God Barrel on buff ASAP, well, gets countered by just about every card in the game, so put it in buff ASAP. Gonna go for a B on the Goblin Cage here. Pretty good building, not as good as like a Bomb Tower or anything, but pretty good. Goblin Jolt, yep, delete it. So broken, you can just kind of spawn like a whole army of goblins on their tower for no reason. Such a broken combo, and especially in this meta with Evil Bomber and Evil Wallbreakers. Wait, did I miss the Snowball? I think I missed the Snowball. Okay, well, put it on S because it's such a good small spell. Basically, all the small spells are really good, but Snowball's actually so good for the slowdown. Goblin Gang, kind of bad, so put it on C. Goblin Giant, no explanation needed. Instantly delete the card. They nerfed it, but like they nerfed like the Spare God range. Like, what kind of nerf is that? Needs like a HP or like a damage nerf, but Goblin Hut, okay, bad, but like not as bad as like Barb Hut, I want to say. Still haven't faced it since like 1981, which is not as bad as like 1946, but pretty bad still. Okay, Goblin's going to be an S. They get a lot of value for a 2 elixir card. Golden Knight going to be a C. Not that good in the meta. Golem also going to be a C. Not that good at all, but Graveyard, I'm going to put it in S. Such a broken card. Super popular. There's like 50 Graveyard in the top 100. And yeah, nerf it. Nerf it. I don't want to put it in delete because it's not as broken as like Bowler or like Bomber Eva. Gonna put guards on maybe S. I feel like S is like better for guards. They get a lot of value. Okay, Furnace definitely does not need a buff. If they buff the Furnace, then Bob the Rock would definitely finish top 1. But if you guys don't know, that's like the only guy who uses Furnace. He plays like a RG Furnace Lightning deck. Okay, gonna go for C on the Heal Spirit. Definitely the weakest spirit by far, and people can't even play it in cycle decks. They can play it in beatdown decks because it synergizes better and not in cycle. Okay, Evil Ice Spirit, just gonna put it down to buff ASAP because why is it 3 cycles when like Bats Evo's 2 cycles and like Arches Evo's 2 cycles and stuff like, I don't know, Bomber Evo's 1 cycle? I don't know why. I think I missed the Hunter. I'm moving too fast. I'm actually missing cards, but Hunter is a solid A, super good card. And Ice Spirit gonna be an S, such a broken cycle card. Always gonna be in the meta. It's just like so like fun to play and also really versatile in any kind of cycle decks. Okay, Ice Wizard, really bad. I'm gonna put it on C right now. Maybe even lower. I'll just leave it on C for now. Okay, Eye Drag, I'm gonna put it on A. As like a card itself, it's pretty nice. Like it takes out like huge tanks and stuff. But Inferno Tower on the other hand, kind of bad because any other building is better, except for like the spawners. Okay, Evil Knight, super broken. Not even, it doesn't even fit in the S anymore. Definitely like the most broken Evo by far. Besides the Bomber, I want to say. Knight on its own though, I'll put it on A. Okay, Lava Hound. Tough one because it sucks as a card, but it's so popular in the meta right now. I'm probably going to put it on C right now because as a card, it like absolutely sucks. But in the meta, it's so good because, I don't know, Lava decks, Counter Drill, and stuff like that. And Miner decks, so it's pretty popular. Okay, next one is going to be the LP. Oh, this one's instant, what do you call it? Delete ASAP. Also, I'm having to scroll so much now that I have like 2 like rows for like the each tier, so I'm having to scroll to put the cards in. But LP needs like 5,486 more nerfs to kind of make it balanced. Definitely gonna be the most broken card, or like the most broken champion, I want to say, in the game for a while. Okay, Lumberjack gonna put it on B. I would usually put it on A, but it's not that good in the meta because Bridge Spam is all suppressed. And so is the Magic Archer, so I'm gonna put it on B. Mega Knight, I think pretty good right now because of the evil wall breakers and stuff. It's pretty popular. And as a card itself is also really broken, so I'm sure you guys like mid-ladder guys know about the Mega Knight. Gonna go for a Mega Minion on the B. It's not that annoying of a card, but it's still pretty annoying in good hands. It's not that bad either. Gonna go for a Mighty Miner on buff. Okay, Mighty Miner needs a big buff. Like, we haven't seen any Mighty Miner in the meta for a while now. Like, it needs a buff so bad. Okay, Miner on S, or like higher than S, I mean. Just no explanation. And so is the Poison. Look at this. Miner Poison. Such a broken combo. I don't know how Nate's choking top 10s in this meta. And the meta's been broken for like a while for his deck. Like, I'm just saying, if I was a Miner Poison deck, I would have had like 5 top 10s by now. But yeah, that deck is unreal. Okay. Minion Horde on D. I don't want to put it on buff ASAP. Like, I don't want to put it on F because I don't want them to buff it. But Minions, on the other hand, are S for sure. Super broken card. You don't see Minion Horde as much because they're kind of expensive. But Minions get a lot of value for a 3 elixir card. And they're also really good in, like, Goblin Giant decks. Mirror. Okay, Mirror needs a buff, I think. How would you even buff the Mirror? Like, maybe not make it 1 extra elixir? I don't know, but something like that. Monk, okay, I'm going to put it on D. I don't want to put it in buff because I don't want the Monk to be buffed and the Monk to be like the entire meta. Because remember the Monk RG meta? Yeah, definitely don't want to repeat of that. Okay, Evil Mortar, going to be an S. Kind of a broken Evo, not as broken as in like some of the other Evos, but still it's an Evo and it's pretty broken, so going to put it on S. Mortar, though, on its own, I think will go in B. Yeah, Mortar, I think B is valid for it. It's not that broken on its own. Like, there are other things in the deck that, like, are 10 times more broken than it. Mother Witch is going to go in A because it's super good. Turns, like, any kind of swarm into a pig, so it's pretty good. I wonder if I should have kept it in S. I don't know. I think A is valid for it. Okay, Musketeer is also a really broken card on its own. Not in the meta, obviously, but on its own. It's pretty broken, so I'm going to put it in S. Night Witch, not that good. I guess D is good for Night Witch. Like, I don't want them to buff it, but it's also not that good at the same time. P.E.K.K.A, yeah, really bad. P.E.K.K.A is also really, really bad right now. What do I put it on, though? I guess B would not be that bad for P.E.K.K.A. Actually, no, that's too high for P.E.K.K.A, I think. Yeah, low-key too high for P.E.K.K.A. I'm gonna put it on, like, D. Okay, Hog Rider, just delete it. Delete it already. It's such a broken card. Like, you can Hog first play and starting hand people, and it's only a 4 elixir win condition, so you can spam it every 2 seconds, and it just does so much damage. It does like 5,000 damage a hit. Well, it's like 500, but same thing. Phoenix, super broken as a card. I'm gonna put it on S. It's not as broken as, like, let's say, like, I don't know, Bowler or Miner, but still pretty broken. And only like a few people play Phoenix on top ladder right now, so S is pretty valid. Prince gonna put it at B. It's pretty good, I think. Okay, Princess, I think I'll put it on D. It's not that good. Only one guy uses it on top ladder, and that guy's whole career is made out of the Evo Skelly, so I don't even know if like Princess would take the credit for that. Anyways, gonna put the Rage on S. Super broken small spell, I think, because it's really good in beatdown stuff and also like really good in cycle stuff as well. Like Arrows and Rage is a really broken combo, so Rage has been meta for a while. Ram Rider, I'll put it on B. It's a pretty good defensive and like offensive unit. Like, it's a good win condition, but not that good in the meta. Okay, Rascal's gonna go at C. I think they need a buff too, low-key, but I'm not gonna put them in buff. Rocket, though, desperately needs a buff. God, there's no rockets in the top 100. I promise you there's like 0 rockets in the top 100. Okay, Evo RG super bad, but I'll put it on, I guess, B. I mean, it is an Evo, so I can't put it too low because, I mean, it's better than, like, a lot of cards, but for an Evo, it's so bad. Okay, Evo Recruits, those are going to be the highest tier instantly. I couldn't swipe up instantly because I'm kind of, like, having to scroll up and down to get the cards up and down, but still, yeah, Evo Recruits. Let me know if you guys think that's valid, but anyways, going to put the delivery on, I guess, A. I mean, it's pretty broken. Actually, I'll put it on S. It gets a lot of value. Like, imagine being able to take out, like, a 12 elixir push with a 3 elixir card. Okay, Ghost, I'll put it on B. Like, it's pretty bad in the meta, but as a card itself, it's not that bad. It gets a lot of value, and it's pretty annoying because it goes invisible. Okay, RG on its own, I'll put it on C. Yeah, it's not that good. I've seen like one RG player on top ladder so far, and as a card itself, it's not really that good either. Royal Hogs are going to S instantly because they're super broken, bait out like more elixir than what they cost all the time, and yeah, just really hard to counter. Okay, recruits are gonna go in S because they're normal, but Evo recruits are gonna stay up there. Yeah, they're gonna stay nice and pretty up there. Okay, Skarmy, D, C maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on B because it like gets a lot of value on defense, and a lot of mid ladder players play it, so B isn't that bad for it. Skelly Barrel though, definitely gonna be a D. Like a few people play on top ladder, but only with the clone, and that deck is pretty bad. So okay, Skelly Drags are gonna go in A. They're in a lot of different decks like Goblin Giant, Mortar, and they're also really versatile and really good. So A is pretty valid for it. Skeleton King, I will put it on C right now, but it's popular in that one E-Golem deck, like the Night Witch Rage arrows and stuff, and it's pretty annoying in that deck. Evo Skelly's instantly gonna go up in the highest tier because, well, imagine being able to win the whole game for 1 elixir. Like, that's actually so dumb. Just imagine telling like a, I don't know, like a 2017 player that you can officially like 3-crown people with 1 elixir. Like, that's just so dumb. I don't even know like how to explain it, but it's just such a broken mechanic. Skelly's on their own, gonna go in S, super broken cycle card, super versatile as well. Almost all the cycle decks have it. Sparky, I will put it on C. As a card itself is not that good, but super broken paired up with the Goblin Giant. Okay, I'm moving some of these cards around accidentally, but Spirit Gobs are gonna go in A. Pretty broken cycle cards. I think Prince was up here in B. I accidentally moved it down, but yeah, I'm having to scroll up and down, so I'm kind of like misplacing a lot of cards. But just gonna put the Tesla in buff ASAP. Tesla is so bad, dude. Like, it needs a buff so bad. I feel like just give it an Evo, to be honest. Like, forget a buff. Just give me an Evo on the Tesla and I'll finish top 10. Okay. Log is gonna be in S. Actually, Log is broken, like more broken than the S cards. I'm gonna put it up high, but don't delete Log. That's my baby right there. Don't delete it. Okay. 3 Musketeers, though. Gonna put at D. Yeah, D's good. D's good for it. I don't want to see them buff though, but yeah, D's pretty good for them. Tombstone definitely going to go in S. Such a broken building because it clogs out like an entire lane, and especially in Splasher, like you can't really do anything about the Tombstone unless you have like an Earthquake or a Log in the deck. Okay, Tornado going to go in the best tier because it's like one of the best spells, I think. It's such a versatile spell. Just pull everything to King Tower or like pull them away. I don't know, kill bats and skeletons with it. Okay, Valk on its own will go on D because Valk is pretty bad, and I'm just gonna do Evo Valk right now. It's gonna have to go and buff ASAP because like no one plays Evo Valk. Like, I feel bad for Viper. I don't know if you guys know Viper, but his Evos are like bats, or no, not bats, Ice Bear and Valk in the Hog deck, and those are like the worst 2 Evos. Anyways, Evil Wallbreakers, I'm sure I don't need to explain it. Highest tier for sure. They do like over like what 1500 damage if left alone, so definitely needs a fat nerf. Which is gonna go in D, which is not that good. Oh, look at that, we're almost done. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Anyways, Wizard, like I played it a few times and I realized that as a card it's actually pretty broken. So I'm gonna put it in A. It gets a lot of value and stuff. 2 taps like most of like the support units. So pretty broken, I would say. Anyways, Axpo gonna go and buff ASAP. Come on, just buff it already. I will say though, it's super broken in this meta because of the support units, not because of the card itself. The card itself is pretty bad and it needs a buff. Okay, Zap gonna go in like C. Yeah, I think C is like good for Zap. It's not that good. One of the worst small spells of all time, but still has some pretty good outplay potential. Anyways, Zappies are pretty nice in like Goblin Giant decks and like a lot of other decks as well. I'm gonna put them in A. Yeah, Zappies are pretty broken in like Recruits, Goblin Giant, even Graveyard and stuff like that. Okay, Mini P.E.K.K.A. as a card itself is pretty nice. I'm gonna put it in S. 1 taps like basically everything, takes out the tower on its own. Cannoneers going in the highest tier. Dude, Cannoneers actually just gifting finishes. Like, people are just low-key buying finishes at this point because of Cannoneer. And for the last card, we do have the Princess Tower. Well, I don't know what tier to put that on. That's like just based. It's like Princess Tower. I guess I'll put it on like A because I mean it's not as good as like Cannoneer, but I'll just put it here. And I'm still misplacing cards, but I'm going to end the video there. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And this is going to be the final tier. I'm going to scroll slowly once again for you guys to see. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. And let me know if you guys enjoy when I do these once in a while. Love you guys. Bye.